Hi, welcome back to my channel, English Academic Facilitator. Here's Safali once again with IGCSE Edexcel Pearson English Language A Paper 2. As a coach for IGCSE students, both Edexcel and Cambridge for a long time, I've used my expertise to guide you to write a successful answer for this reading task by using your literature knowledge. Today I'm discussing 2018 June morning paper, and in this lesson I'm focusing on section A reading question. So you can send your answers to me for reviews with your email. Remember, this opportunity is for my subscribers only. So if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do it now and don't forget to click the bell icon for future updates. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started. This is your question, section A, reading. As this question carries 30 marks, you are supposed to write a lengthy answer for this question, spending 45 minutes. And you're asked to remind yourself of the necklace in your Pearson Edexcel International GCSE English anthology provided in the extract booklet. So you need to analyze all the areas relevant to the rubric given in bullet points. They are how money and possessions are described, how the people in the story are affected by money and possessions, and finally the use of language and structure. So let's see how you need to approach the question. Let's see what points we can take from the text for the first guideline. Right at the beginning, Maupassant indicates the poverty of Madame Loisel or Mathilde as she didn't bring any possession to her marriage. This shows the place of money and possessions in French society at that time. At the same time, he brings to the table the worth of wealth for a man, enabling to marry a pretty, delightful girl just because of his money and possessions. And also, the author expresses his sympathy towards the main character for being born to a lower middle class that prevents her from meeting a rich, important man to marry. And then the rundown apartment they lived reflects Madame Loisel's disgust with lack of money and possessions. This point is expressed with a bunch of negative phrases like peeling walls, battered chairs, ugly curtains, and the table with a 3-day-old cloth. At the same time, Madame Loisel's dreams are exposed with a list of luxuries such as silent antechambers with oriental tapestries, two tall footmen instead of their Breton girl, drawing rooms dressed with old silk, pretty little parlors filled with perfumes and all. Actually, it's a long list. Writer describes opulent meals such as pink flesh of a trout or the wings of a hassel hen served on fabulous china plates that Mathilde is fantasizing while having her humble soup for dinner. Additionally, Madame Loisel's dismissal of the invitation clearly shows possessions are more important than experiences for her. Specifically, the importance of expensive possessions is brought out by the dismissal of wearing flowers instead of rich jewelry by Mathilde. It is proven by her expression, "There's nothing so humiliating as to look poor when you're with women who are rich." So that statement clearly shows the marginalization of people in that society due to lack of possessions. By using a contrast to Mathilde's poverty, Madame Loisel's gold and diamond jewelry are brought out. How Mathilde's appearance at the party with rich jewelry and the expensive dress reflects her feeling of ecstasy and confidence that lead to be the most sought after and the most outstanding guest at the party. And then Madame Loisel's transformation to a working class woman in order to pay the price for her vanity displays how money impacts on the physical appearance and good look of a person. Those are the points for the first guideline. And then let's move on to the second guideline, that is how the people in the story are affected by money and possessions. In this story, both Madame and Monsieur Loisel are affected by money and possessions. At the beginning of the story, the main character is presented as a woman who has to settle for the second best or for a low-ranked junior clerk instead of a rich, important man. In this story, social class in French society at that time is decided upon money and possessions by using the titles such as very minor civil servants, imported man, junior clerk, sought after men, and all. And more weight is put on to show how unhappy Madame Loisel is, no matter how much caring and affectionate her husband is towards her, since for a woman, what determines their place in the hierarchy is her natural guile, instinctive elegance, and adaptability. In addition, Maupassant suggests the difference in social class by taking two contrasting images. They are young Breton peasant girl and tall footmen in liveried breeches. Now let's see how different characters in the story are affected individually. When it comes to Madame Loisel, she settles for the second best and she lives in a fantasy world of riches. And she is dreaming of tall footmen in liveried breeches instead of a Breton peasant girl. In addition, she holds the idea that it's a humiliation mingling with rich women. And she becomes jealous of affluent society when she says, "Give the invite to one of your colleagues with a wife who is better off for clothes than I am," when she got the invitation from her husband. Apart from the individuals, whole social class is determined by money and positions. It is described by the titles of men such as minor civil servants, junior clerk, most famous and sought after men, and so on. On the other hand, women's place in the hierarchy is determined neither by money nor possessions, but their natural guile, instinctive elegance, and adaptability. However, in Madame Forestier's case, she doesn't concern with the value of possessions, no matter how rich and affluent she is. Even if she has the capability to possess diamond jewelry, she wears imitation. Loisel's husband, on the other hand, is contrasted with her as a man who is satisfied with what he has and lives in the world of reality. So those are the points for the second guideline. Now let's look at the last guideline you need to consider, that's use of language. He has employed similes, personification, listing, coordinated structures, negative language, adverbs for contrast, superlative adjectives, repetition, alliteration, and use of three. Use of three is using some sentence patterns in 3 consecutive times. Here, use of three is used to emphasize how pathetic she is in her society. It also increases the memorability of the message. No dowry, no expectations, no means of meeting some rich important man. And in another place, no fine dresses, no jewelry, nothing. So here, no is repeated in 3 times. Some words are linked with alliterative H in heavy heat of a stove. And alliterative P is repeated in pretty little parlors filled with perfumes. This is for emphasizing her fantasy for riches. The word all is repeated to heighten her attraction at the party. All the time desired by all women, all she cared about, all the men looked at her, all her glory. Some adverbs and superlative adjectives are used for contrast. The adverbs peevishly, irritably, shortly, and sadly are used to show the extremity of her feeling about her poverty. On the other hand, to heighten her feeling of excitement at having temporary possessions is exposed through adjectives like eagerly, extravagantly, wonderfully, ecstatically, and wildly. Superlative adjectives: prettiest, elegant, graceful, radiant, and wonderfully happy are used to highlight her attraction at the party. Negative language is abundantly used to express her extreme unhappiness about her life, such as weep, sorrow, regret, despair, and anguish. Moreover, coordinated structures like refinement and luxury, elegantness, gleaming silverware, and tapestries are used for effect. There's a lot of listing to emphasize the multiple possessions Mathilde is dreaming of. Nocturnal hackney cabs are personified and described as people who are ashamed of their poverty. Once again, poverty is personified by using actions like stand and pounce. The grim poverty which stood ready to pounce. Those aged nocturnal hackney cabs which only emerge in Paris after dusk, as if ashamed to parade their poverty in the full light of day. In addition, similes are used for emphasis. The story is well structured by using some devices like semantic field, short paragraphs versus long paragraphs, juxtaposition, contrasting, symbolism, and twist at the end. There is a surprising twist at the end, and until the end, the reader is unaware of the fact that the necklace is imitation. Symbolism is another device employed by Maupassant effectively. Imitation necklace symbolizes Madame Loisel's vanity, while diamond necklace showcases Feuste's humility, being in the affluent class. Two types of contrasts are used. They are Mathilde's vanity versus Feuste's humility. At the same time, Monsieur Loisel's world of reality is contrasted with Madame Loisel's world of fantasy. Main character is juxtaposed with the husband's character in many places to highlight the extremity of things, feelings, and events of the main character. Paragraph length is changed for effect. Short paragraphs are used to move the story quickly, and longer paragraphs are used to emphasize the main character. Two contrasting semantic fields are used to describe her dilapidated actual world. Words like battered, peeling, rundown, and ugly, while her fantasy world is described with words of luxury. Well, now all the points are within your reach, and now you can organize the answer in 4 lengthy paragraphs. What Guy de Maupassant intends to convey in the story should be included in the introductory paragraph, and then 3 guidelines in separate paragraphs. Now you can write a successful answer leisurely and make sure you support your points with evidence from the text and include brief quotations. Make sure you avoid long quotes and better embed the brief quote in your sentences. You can send your answers to me for reviews and to get the feedback. Thanks for your subscriptions and click the bell icon for future video updates. See you with another section of the paper soon. Thanks for watching and bye for now.